ask you how to spell it, but I know it from before. So, okay, age. Okay, I was going to ask about height and things, but that's not really needed anymore because we've done the first session. So, that's mainly it. I'll just be jotting down some notes during the session. Again, feel free to ask about them. If you feel nervous, don't feel nervous about them. They are genuinely only for me. No one else is going to see them. Don't you worry about that. Purely confidential. They won't be anything bad. I guarantee there will not be judgment. There will not be any harassment. Nothing in those will hurt you. Do not worry. They are simply just for me to try and figure out the best way to help you. Just for me to look over later on, maybe remember bits that you've told me that I can't remember naturally, because my brain is bad. But don't worry, genuinely, everything's completely between you and me. These four walls. Shadows. The shadows are keeping themselves quiet. Okay, I've told them to. But anyway, we'll just start with the general how you've been. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how have you been since the last session? I know it's been quite a few months, so you've probably changed. Okay. I don't know why I put this down. I always need it. So this is just me marking. Do you have any comments about your rating, firstly? That's fine, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about it. I was just genuinely, I'll just try and be transparent with you. I can tell you're a little bit nervous about the notes taking thing, it's fine. Typing is usually a lot more formal, but I want this to be less formal because obviously we're not online anymore. You're back here. We know what you're trying to work through right now. We know. I've been thinking about how to help you work through that, so we're going to try a couple of those exercises today. I just want to be as transparent about what's going to happen today as possible, what I'm taking notes about. If you ever want to know anything, just ask. And if you ever don't feel comfortable answering anything, I mean, first of all, please try to answer everything if you can. It's a great help to me. It's a great help to just me, kind of, actually, because I don't really tell anyone about this. It's a great help to me to know everything, as much information as I can, to try and figure out why you feel this way, why you have this kind of barrier in your life that you want to get through, why you want to stop this, why you want to do this, why you want to blah blah blah. It's different for each person. But that was just me jotting down your answer there, so don't worry, there's nothing else going on down here. I can actually get you a copy of my notes. That's a new thing we've been offering since we've been doing, digital notes. It's quite a good feature. Plus that ensures that you know exactly what I've written down. I won't write any judgment or whatever. It's not judgment. It's kind of more my thoughts on what I can do to help you, what might be underlying problems, etc. I don't usually write them on these notes. I usually keep them just in my head and maybe write them in a separate journal if I feel that I need to. 99% of the time I don't need to. It's just exactly here and then my thoughts are usually, I'll tell you. But for a lot of times you'll just be able to see everything in the notes at the end. So there's absolutely nothing wrong. We'll get an email to you within the week. Great. I mean, you can even look at them afterwards. There's nothing to hide. Just don't scroll left or right because that's a lot bit. We don't want to see the other patients. So anyway, how have you been with your problem? I know you don't like me saying exactly what the problem is, so notes about what you're saying. So that's what I'm doing. Don't worry about anything. Yep. How did you feel about that? Kind of giving into it almost. If you want to call it that, that is. I mean, it's kind of. It's up to you what you want to phrase something or in your mind. Link something to your problem. Do you want to link it to something else? Do you want to link it to. What do you want to label it as essentially? Because if you label something as being associated to your problem right now, that is something we can help you work through. If you associate it with something else that isn't your problem, you can still bring it up. But my main focus is helping you with the problem you have described in the first session. Otherwise, anything else, I mean, totally. I'm not gonna completely blank it, but my main focus is helping you through the main thing the main issue, you brought up in the first session. So any other tangent you want to go on is fine. Just remember, we do only have a limited amount of time each week, so. Now, a lot of people wouldn't say that. A lot of therapists, because they feel like it's rude, but I just feel like I'm being upfront and honest. Because we do only have a limited amount of time each week, and I want to help you with what you've came to me with, like the problem, as much as I can, like as focused on it as I can. And if we keep going on tangents, obviously that's going to be less effective over time. You know what I mean? Yes. Sorry. Continue. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Share whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't feel comfortable sharing anything else, that's totally okay. That is 100% okay. Plus, this is the second session. We haven't exactly seen each other in a while. So, you probably, the level of trust is not there where it would be with my regular clients that I've seen weekly. I do understand that it was upon request that our online sessions didn't continue, which, again, I understand it's very awkward online, but the bad part of that is obviously you weren't getting any help during that time, so the problems that you described to me associated with kind of being on your own almost. I'm incredibly sorry you've experienced that, but hopefully you being here, I mean, you've made the first step. The second step, you've already made the first step, but you know what I mean? You've made the first step back to recovery, which is great for both of us. So, good job. Positive reinforcement's always good. Anyway, so yes, let me just finish this quickly. I'll be asking you about kind of experiences, like what you closely experienced, like what was the one main thing during this period we weren't together, we weren't talking. What one main interaction or thing you did or felt or anything or experienced, what was the one thing that you can associate most to the problem you described? So that's what I'm going to be asking you about. I'm just going to finish up this note quickly, just about what you'd answered before. So just give me a minute and then you just think up an answer. I also don't like to call people patients because that feels like I'm trying to fix you, which you don't need fixed. No one ever needs fixed if they go to therapy. We're trying to enable you to see past a particular issue, or we're trying to help you through a hard time because it's temporary. It's nothing that you cannot achieve. It's nothing that you cannot, I don't want to say get over, but something that you cannot just come through, get past, just achieve. Is nothing that you cannot get rid of mentally, because the only thing holding it back isn't you. I do want to make that clear. People like to internalize their difficulties. They like to blame themselves. They like to blame anyone that isn't the root cause. their fault. It's their fault. That's why I'm like this. No. It's just an action or a wrong time or a wrong place or something innocent, usually, that has spiraled out of control, spiraled, and suddenly this is causing a great grievance in your life. So, it's about finding the root of the problem and sorting it out from there. It's not about finding who to blame, it's about finding what caused it. Not blaming, and blame and cause are two very different things. People seem to associate them. Causing something to cause something is just this thing caused this thing to happen. Blaming is you caused this thing to happen. Blaming is a lot more personal. Cause is a lot more direct and a lot more formal. You know? Yeah. So sorry, I completely got sidetracked there, but I just like explaining myself so that we're both on the same page. We both know what I'm talking about. We both know my processes. We both know what you're going to be doing, you know. It's fine. Okay, sorry about that. So, have you been thinking about just the main thing during those months that we were away that is related to your issue? Yeah. What can you tell me about it? As much as you're comfortable telling me about it as well. Okay. No, it's okay, Keep talking. Don't ever feel like you need to stop for me. That is completely fine. Just keep talking. I'll process the information eventually. And never feel like you're being judged. 100% you are not. There are people that have went through what you're going through, and there are people that will go through it. So don't worry. Yeah. Actually, before you continue, that was quite important, I believe. That last part you touched on. Whereabouts were you when that happened? Okay. That's fine. Sometimes location can have a cause, can like be a cause. Maybe association can be linked to your issue. Location. And sometimes it could be past experiences there that have caused this issue. It could be someone you know has experienced the same issue. It can be a multitude of different things. So it's just kind of, I'm trying to piece together a picture of the different parts of this just to see if I can, you know, I'm trying to figure out if that location was interesting to it. I mean, was there anyone around you at this time? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just give me any information on it, just so that I don't need to. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Again, you'll see all of this at the end, so don't worry about it. So, when you were there, how did you feel at the time? Because obviously that sounds not the best. How did you feel at the time? Did you feel as bad as you do now about it, or that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. For sure, don't worry. Yeah, that's fine. I've had someone who's experienced something similar, so don't worry about it. Don't worry. Yeah, there as well. Yeah, but that's personal talk. We'll get that out of the way. So, you have experienced that there. What would you say was the main cause? I probably should ask this first, but in your mind, what is the main, again, not blame, cause? You don't want to blame anyone, you don't want to blame anything. What do you think was the root of why that caused you distress? Okay. Don't worry, there's no right or wrong answers, it's all what you think. That's fine. So you believe that. That's fine. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Again, no judgment is happening here. Do not worry. I'm just stating that where whatever they believe causes kind of internal stress or panic to happen, that's the one thing they focus on. They don't move away from it, they don't get better, blah blah, whatever. But if you considered looking at it from the other side's perspective, like put yourself in their shoes, okay? And I say there quite loosely because obviously sometimes you're referring to a person, sometimes you're referring to a fly, sometimes you're referring to a chair, you know, there is kind of subjective at this point. So see if you look at it from the other's perspective. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm really glad that you thought that, because obviously sometimes I have to prompt people, but I'm really glad that was a breakthrough. You look happy. You okay? It's okay, honestly, that's a big thing to break through on the first session back, I should say. I'm very proud of you. I know that was quite hard to share. But look how happy you are. Like, yes, you deserve to be happy, oh my gosh. Like, you have just overcome something massive. That is a massive thing you've just overcome. Genuinely. And you know what, that's a great place to stop, actually. With that massive realization. That is great, honestly, that is amazing. So I want you to go home, reflect on that. I don't like giving people traditional homework, but just go home and reflect on that, because that is genuinely quite good. Yeah, just looking at other perspectives. I want you to concentrate on, like, looking back at the first time your trauma happened. Look at it from a different perspective. Yeah, look at it from what you blame, the blame's perspective, the cause's perspective. Just look at it from that other perspective and see if that can just get comfortable, even with looking back on that, not considering it trauma anymore. Not considering the memory trauma. The contents may be trauma, but don't consider the memory trauma. Yeah, exactly. So that's what my homework for you. Okay. It was great seeing you again.